The 12th floor breeze pulls the curtains back. City lights scatter like a glass display. I mix lemon slices in a sparkling glass, and through the days recedes away. A soft piano plays from a neighbor's room. Night blooming jasmine starts to bloom. I rest my elbows on the balcony rail, watching dark clouds across the night sky sail. The air is warm and smells like summer rain. I don't feel the weight of yesterday's pain. I used to check my phone every single second. Now I just follow where the quiet beckons. I'm taking the long way around the block tonight, unwinding every thread until my chest feels light. No fast tracks, no rush to figure it all out, just letting the night air wash away the doubt. Yeah, the neon signs fade and the city starts to sleep. I'm taking the long way around the block. I sat on a blue plastic stool outside the store, sipping nice peach tea, watching the hours drift by. A florist sweat falling petals beside her door, underneath the violet midnight sky. A sleepy cat stretched across the warm concrete. I tossed a little crumb right at my feet. Didn't check the clock, didn't count the cost, just enjoying a moment where nothing is lost. Walking down the path where the river meets the pier, reflections of the steel bridge shining crystal clear. I spent so many years running toward a finish line, forgetting that the moonlight on the water was mine. Unclench my fists, let the quiet take over. Cool grass underneath my shoes near the clover. No grand answers waiting at the end of the street, just the steady rhythm of my own heartbeat. Maybe peace isn't winning a fight you didn't start. It's just making room inside a crowded heart. You don't need the world to tell you who you are, when you're already standing right under the stars. I'm taking the long way around the block tonight, unwinding every thread until my chest feels alive. No fast tracks, no to figure it all out, just letting the night air wash away the doubt. Yeah, the neon signs fade and the city starts to sleep. I'm taking the long way around the block. The blue hour touches the riverbank. A soft morning fog begins to rise. I turn the corner toward my front door, with a steady peace behind my eyes. An empty terminal at 3 in the morning. Vending machine glowing fluorescent blue. I bought a bottle of cold sparkling water and unlaced my sneakers on the leather pew. Raindrops streak down the floor to ceiling glass. Red tail lights flicker as the jet planes pass. My jacket is folded neatly across my knees, watching the tarmac reflect the foggy trees. The intercom hums with a soft static chime, a gentle voice calling out the final boarding time. I didn't turn around to check the terminal behind, just stepped onto the jet bridge with a quiet mind. I took the window seat on a 4 a.m. flight, watching the city turn into a sea of quiet light, leaving the heavy baggage on the floor below, learning that it's okay to let the hard things go. Yeah, the engine hums softly as we break through the clouds. a cup. I watch the apple juice swirl as the sky brightens up. A song in my headphones playing soft and low, watching the wings cut through clouds white as snow. I pulled down the tray table, resting my chin. Thought about the places where we could have been. No anger left inside this cabin air, just 2,000 miles of open sky out there.
Yeah, passport stamp, drying on the crisp, clean page. Stepping off the grid, turning over a page. Used to keep my seatbelt tight, afraid of the rise. Staring at the runway with heavy, tired eyes. Now I look down at the grid of the street. Tiny yellow lights and quiet concrete. Everything that felt so huge down on the ground is just soft postcard when you're upward bound.
Distance doesn't mean you're running away. Sometimes you just need altitude to see the day. You don't need a destination to feel whole, just a little breathing room for your soul. I took the window seat on a 4 a.m. flight, watching the city turn into a sea of quiet light, leaving the heavy baggage on the floor below, learning that it's okay to let the hard things go. Yeah, the engine hums softly as we break through the clouds. I took the window seat on a 4 a.m. flight. Golden sunlight hits the edge of the wing. The captain turns off the seatbelt ring. I pull open the blind and let the bright morning in, taking my first step where the clouds end. Dim reading light overhead, soft hum of tires on the asphalt lane. You tilted your shoulder just a fraction less, resting your temple against the foggy pain. I pulled up the collar of my corduroy coat, adjusted the volume on a quiet note. 2 paper tickets resting on the armrest tray, heading out west as the city fades away. The driver shifts gears as the highway bends, where the orange street lamps finally end. I didn't plan on sharing this midnight ride, but I'm glad you're sitting right by my side. We're sharing half a blanket on the midnight bus, watching yellow dash lines disappear. Into a quiet 24-hour stop, damp concrete gleaming under white floodlights. You bought 2 cans of warm sweet tea, and steam rose slow in the chilly night. We leaned against the glass of the vending bay, didn't talk about where we used to stay, just watched the moths circle around the light, taking in the quiet of a 3 a.m. night. Back in our row as the engine starts to hum, shadows across your face as the mile markers come. I used to ride these late routes all on my own, counting down the exits till I made it home, staring out the glass with my knees pulled high, wishing for a fast forward in the sky. Now I hope the driver takes the scenic way. I'm in no rush to meet the break of day. Sometimes a journey isn't a distance to cross, it's just finding someone when you both feel lost. You don't need a map or a promised land, just a quiet passenger who understands. Share a blanket on the midnight bus, watching yellow dash lines disappear. Yeah. light hits the mountainside ahead. The driver turns the blue, reading lights off. Your hand slides soft into my cotton sleeve as the first signs of morning start to breathe. Foghorn echoes softly across the harbor bay. Mooring ropes creak against the wooden pier. I bought a warm milk tea from the dockside booth, watching steam vanish in the atmosphere. The last ferry's pulling back into the dock, tied down tight as it hits 11 o'clock. Unwrap the warm paper, burning the mist, thinking about the quiet moments that I missed. A blue lighthouse beam turns around and around, sweeping over waves without a single sound. I used to try to hold on to every single tide. Now I just sit right here on the ocean side. I'm leaving a note on the harbor bench tonight, watching the fog roll over the quiet shore. Don't need a map to know where the water goes. I'm not fighting against the ocean anymore. Yeah, the beacon flashes red and the tide turns slow. I'm leaving a note on the harbor bench. Walk down past the fish market's wooden crates, empty wooden tables where the seagulls rest. The street performer packs his guitar case, zipping up his canvas coat across his chest. He played a gentle chord that lingered in the air. I flipped a silver coin into the case right there. Didn't ask the title of the song he played, just let the melody sink in and stay.
Salty breeze blowing through my wool scarf knot, standing on the edge where the stone wall stops. Used to keep a tally of the things gone wrong, replaying every single word like a sad old song. Now I let the sea mist wash my forehead clear, watching tiny fishing boats disappear. No hard feelings left, no anchor on my feet, just the sound of the ocean and the damn concrete.
Maybe moving on isn't crossing a line, it's realizing the horizon was yours all the time. You don't need a green light to start to steer, just the courage to stand in the fresh sea air. I'm leaving a note on the harbor bench tonight, watching the fog roll over the quiet shore. Don't need a map to know where the water goes. I'm not fighting against the ocean anymore. Yeah, the beacon flashes red and the tide turns slow. I'm leaving a note on the harbor bench. The foghorn blows one last slow signal deep. The small harbor town settles into sleep. I pull my scarf up tight against the chill and walk back up the cobblestone hill. With a gentle crackle, low static filling up the wood panel room. You adjusted your oversized denim jacket in the golden glow of the late night gloom. Two amber glasses on the counter bar, ice cubes melting underneath the base. You handed me a worn out record sleeve, a quiet smile spreading on your face. The rain taps softly on the stained glass door. We aren't watching what the clock is for. You lean in close to name the saxophone sound and watch the dark vinyl spinning around. Save the B-side for me when the night gets late. We don't have to hurry, we can let the song play. If the world outside moves a little too fast, I just wanna stay right where the shadows sway. Yeah, the record keeps spinning and the lights stay dim. Save the B-side for me. We walked out under the red neon sign, puddles reflecting the warm amber street. You pulled a pair of foam headphones out and shared the right side as we crossed the beat. We didn't talk about tomorrow morning or where we'd be when the daylight breaks. Just matched our steps on the wet asphalt, enjoying every quiet turn it takes.
Tucking my thumbs inside my hoodie pocket, rhythm in our shoulders as we hit the square. Steam rising up from the subway, great cool midnight air blowing through your hair. No heavy promises we gotta prove, just enjoying how the bass notes move. I used to skip track after track alone. Now I don't care if we never get home.
Maybe love isn't a loud symphony, it's finding someone who hears the quiet key. You don't need a grand stage to sing alone, just a quiet corner and a favorite song. Save the B-side for me when the night gets late. We don't have to hurry, we can let the song play. If the world outside moves a little too fast, I just wanna stay right where the shadows sway. Yeah, the record keeps spinning and the lights stay dim. Save the B-side for me. The record reaches the inner groove, static hums as the turntable stops. You look at me with a soft, quiet smile as the last rain drip falls from the bar. Save the B-side for me when the night gets late. We don't have to hurry, we can let the song play. If the world outside moves a little too fast, I just wanna stay right where the shadows sway. Yeah, the record keeps spinning and the lights stay dim. Save the B-side for me. Stairs creak under our shoes, girls' modes floating in the amber sunset light. You pulled a warm paper bag from the top shelf and brushed the linen cover softly to the right. We sat on low wicker stools near the pane, watching street lamps flicker through the soft gentle rain. You turned to page 94 with a smile and read a short line about staying a while. Outside, a warm summer drizzle starts to fall, pattering softly on the brick alley wall. I usually hurry home before the sky turns black, but sitting right here, I don't wanna head back. I'm leaving my umbrella by your front door. I don't care if the rain keeps tablecloth, shared a small bag of roasted chestnuts from a cart. You blew on your fingers as the steam rose slow, a quiet comfort settling deep inside my heart. You pointed at an old green wooden door, a hidden courtyard we hadn't seen before. Overgrown ivy climbing up the stone, making this whole city feel like our own.
Hands tucked deep in my cardigan pocket, matching your steps on the wet cobblestone. Used to keep my feelings locked inside a locker, afraid to let anyone into my zone. Now we're leaning on the railing over mossy stone steps, watching ripples in the fountain where the rain drops next. No heavy speeches, no grand parade, just two quiet souls in the afternoon shade.
Maybe love isn't a storm you gotta survive, it's just feeling peaceful and completely alive. You don't have to build a shelter from the rain when you find someone who washes out the strain. I'm leaving my umbrella by your front door. I don't care if the rain keeps coming down. Finding out I don't need to guard my heart anymore when you're showing me a secret corner of this town. Yeah, the tea is still warm and the sky turns gray. I'm leaving my umbrella by your front door today. The shopkeeper flips the open sign to close. Raindrops trickle off the canvas roof roll. You hand me my scarf with a quiet glance as we walk out together in the night. Glass elevator slides up 20 floors. Quiet carpet stretching past mahogany doors. I unpack my overnight bag real slow and set my silver wristwatch on the bedside glow. A white ceramic cup with a peppermint tea, watching yellow street lamps scatter on the sea. No heavy shadows sitting on the velvet chair, just me and the hum of the quiet night air. Down below the suspension bridge glimmers in the dark. Yellow cabs trace lines right through the sleeping park. I used to need a crowd to feel like I belonged. Now I can hum along to my own quiet song. I'm leaving the key card on the wooden desk, paying my own bill before the morning light. I'm packing every shadow hanging in my chest, sleeping in a king bed by myself tonight. Yeah, the skyline glimmers blue and the air feels new. I'm leaving the key card on the wooden desk. Walk down the quiet corridor at 4:45, past the polished brass doors where the shadows arrive. The lobby fountain makes a soft trickling sound, marble floors reflecting as I look around. The night clerk gives a warm and gentle nod. I hand back the plastic card without feeling odd. Step out the revolving door into the morning breeze, watching sunlight filter through the maple trees. Suitcase rolling soft on the concrete sidewalk. No need for explanations or late night talk. I spent years staying in rooms that didn't fit, trying to force a home out of where I sit. Now I wear my coat with room to spare, breathing the cool morning in the quiet square. No reservations holding me back anymore, just an open street waiting outside the front door. Maybe moving forward isn't packing up to run away. is realizing you are whole at the start of the day. You don't need a reservation to feel at home when you're finally comfortable standing alone. I'm leaving the key card on the wooden desk, paying my own bill before the morning light. I'm packing every shadow hanging in my chest, sleeping in a king bed by myself tonight. Yeah, the skyline glimmers blue and the air feels new. I'm leaving the key card on the wooden desk. First light hits the glass towers high in the sky. A blue city bus rolls quietly by. I put my hands in my pockets, step off the curb with a quiet peace that nothing can disturb. Unscrew the silver cap of the thermos flask, steam rising soft into the morning chill. Dry sea grass swaying on the cliffside path as the gray sky slowly turns to gold on the hill. A lone fishing boat cuts across the bay, washing all the dark shadows of the night away. I pull my windbreaker tight against the breeze, watching waves break quiet through the coastal trees. The tide comes in, brushing clean the sand, leaving fresh, smooth ground across the land. I used to chase after every wave that pulled away. Now I just stand right here and welcome the day. I'm standing at the edge of the morning, watching the horizon turn from gray to gold. Don't need a sign, don't need a warning to let go of the stories that are getting old. Yeah, the sea air is cold, the tide turns clean. I'm standing at the edge of the morning. Walked down the wooden steps to the wet flat sand, picked up a smooth white stone in my hand, skipped it 3 times across the shallow tide, watching tiny ripples spread out far and wide. An old lighthouse keeper turned his yellow beacon down as daylight slowly woke the sleepy town. No rush in my step, no fire in my chest, just letting my heavy mind take a rest.
Step by step where the wet foam meets my boots, finding out my heart's got deeper roots. I spent too many seasons running up the hill, trying to force a moment to stand completely still. Now the foam washes over my shoe soles, leaving behind all the unplayed roles. No hard feelings hanging in the air today, just watching the sea mist melt away.
Maybe starting over isn't building something new, it's just noticing the sky when it turns pure blue. You don't have to carry every shadow from the past when the morning light arrives to heal at last. I'm standing at the edge of the morning, watching the horizon turn from gray to gold. Don't need a sign, don't need a warning to let go of the stories that are getting old. Yeah, the sea air is cold and the tide turns clean. I'm standing at the edge of the morning. Sunlight hits the salt on the wooden railing post, a gentle ocean breeze blowing down the coast. I take one last sip of the warm dark drink and watch the sun rise high above the brink. Teardrops hanging off a monster leaf. Warm moisture filling up the glass dome space. You brush spot of dust from a tattered garter pot. A soft, easy smile settling on your face. 2 glass bottles of peach sparkling tea. Ripples on a pond where the koi fish swim free. We didn't need to fill the humming night air. Just listen to the mist spray running right there outside. The city lights are starting to blur inside this glass house. Everything feels sure. I used to be afraid of roots growing deep. Now you're the quiet promise that I wanna keep. I'm growing flowers in the middle of the night, underneath the glass roof where the stars shine bright. Didn't know a simple heart could feel this, grounded in a quiet world that we both just found. Yeah, the moist air is warm and the moon is white. I'm growing flowers in the middle of the night. We found a wooden bench behind a climbing vine. Your soft linen sleeve brushing against mine. You showed me a dry fern pressed in a sketchbook page, preserved from a trip you took at a younger age. I held the paper gently so it wouldn't tear, taking in the scent of cedar in the air. No rushing the rhythm, no pushing the time, just watching your fingers trace along the line.
Walking down the damp aisle, gravel under our shoes, no heavy pressure, nothing left to lose. I spent years moving fast like a highway lane, trying to outrun every drop of the rain. Now I'm standing still, surrounded by the green, living in the calmest place I've ever seen. Your hand slides light, right around my wrist, a gentle kind of steady that I never knew I missed.
Maybe love doesn't rush to bloom in a day. It takes soft soil and a place to stay. You don't have to force the stem to reach the light. You just give it room to grow into the night. I'm growing flowers in the middle of the night, underneath the glass roof where the stars shine bright. I know a simple heart could feel this, grounded in a quiet world that we both just found it. Yeah, the moist air is warm and the moon is white. I'm growing flowers in the middle of the night. The automatic misting stops with a gentle sigh. Pale blue moonlight flooding through the high glass sky. You tie your hair back with a simple linen thread, and we take a slow step down a path ahead.